Yeah, last week we had a kind of conference, let's say, meeting, and we talked about language and culture and this kind of stuff. Today, hopefully, we are going to be talking about technology. Actually, I sent all of the questions beforehand. Not a kind of academic one, but we are trying to just exchange ideas.
Weather was weird this week, right?
The weather,
Until
yeah,
the
was somehow weird. Exactly. I mean, kind of constant
we are in
change.
this summer, but it doesn't seem to me. I don't know.
That is true. I don't know how is the weather over there in Adana, Ali.
Yeah, Adana is so hot, teacher, you
So
know.
hot, always.
Yeah, yes. And also we feel humid.
I see. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We are going
Uh,
to start experiencing such weather in Istanbul soon, right? Right now it is okay. In a couple of weeks, it is not going. I cannot imagine. Really, I can't. It's going to be terrible. What about Alexandra? I remember you were from Germany. Am I
Correct.
right?
Yeah,
Okay. What
correct.
about over
100%.
there? How
Actually,
about
we have a wonderful time. It is very sunny. Today it was a bit humid, and it was raining, but it was not going too cold because most of the time here in this area, when it is raining 2 days, you have the temperature fall down. So, but today it is 20 degrees plus rain. Was okay.
okay?
Perfect.
You're happy with that. I see.
Of course.
As long as you're happy, that is okay, right? That's
I
fantastic.
can't do nothing again, so why
Uh,
I should not be happy? I can't
Sure.
change the weather.
Yeah, but of course, we cannot change a lot of things, but still we are complaining. Still we are complaining, right? Because of different reasons. And I can see Madina. Welcome aboard. How are you?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm
Yeah,
okay. So far, so good. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Sorry for being late. I have problem with my computer. At least
That's
I joined it. Yeah.
that's okay. These are
Yeah.
normal.
How
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah, we are good. Thank you. We are good. Okay. Without, losing any time, just let's dive into the questions. I don't know. Some people said, let's talk about technology. I love technology. I'm in favor of that. Some people say it is difficult. Some people say it is boring. I mean, students should be able to talk about anything, specifically those people who are
Yeah.
preparing themselves
Mhm.
for academic exams like IELTS, TOEFL. I mean, randomly, there are going to be some topics and you have to express yourself. I am not an expert in technology. We can just talk in general, right? We're just talking about the general. That's it. For example, right now, Mustafa is dealing with technology at the moment and he's trying to, how can I say, just find it. You couldn't fix it, right? I think you should do it before the conference. Let's just dive into the questions. What springs to mind when you hear the word technology? Miza, what comes to your mind when you hear the word technology? What are your definitions of technology, so to speak?
Internet, teacher.
Internet. Okay.
Internet.
So for you, internet is everything. Like internet equals
Yes,
technology.
exactly. And
All right.
also, I think internet is one of most important inventions. I think internet is more important than some universities, some education.
Now the
especially
discussion goes further. Okay.
make money. For example, some YouTubers, Twitch streamers, or
Yeah,
e-commerce teacher.
of course.
Again, for example, you put this smartwatch on Amazon or AliExpress, Alibaba, anyway, you
Exactly.
can sell all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Again, technology, internet.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for example, Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, they are richest people in the world because
Yes.
they are using both technology and internet, also science.
Mhm.
That's why I think teacher,
That's
internet
awesome.
and technology,
That is awesome.
science, these are more important things right now, I think.
Okay, that is totally correct. Of course, I see eye to eye with you on that topic. Let's see what others have got to say. Just we're trying to open the topic, and then of course I'm going to ask some other questions.
Teacher, technology is a thing created by humans to make our lives easier.
That's awesome. Totally.
Yes, and also technology enables to reach a lot of good information and good devices in our lives.
That's true.
All cars, all computers, televisions, or whatever we see in our life to make our lives easier, we can say for them related to technology.
Somehow, totally.
Yeah.
Totally correct. Totally. All right. What else? I don't want to just make it like a classroom to just simply ask one by one. If you're okay, you can just open your microphone and talk. We are not a lot of people right at the moment. Okay, maybe
Okay, I want to say something about the technology. Yes, we can imagine now this life without technology. Yes, as mentioned, Ali, technology is made our life easier. So technology impact our life. It's changed, and there are lots of pros and cons of enhancing or improving the technology. So currently, I think all people are learning by technology. Without technology, we can't imagine our life. Also, there are pros and the cons.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's all.
Okay, that's correct. That's correct. Of course, we're going to open this topic a bit, but maybe Alexandra wants to say something.
I will give only an addition. If you go back in the history, technology was always existing. It starts as the first man or woman set the feet on the earth because we developed. It is only a development of technology. It exists for a long time. Maybe we don't see it because it is nowadays for us normal. We use it. It is always existing. Like electricity is for the most people of this world normal. We have it all time. So, but we don't expect how difficult it was. Maybe we go back only 200 years back in the time. You said something else. When you see how good was the technology development as in the Egyptian time, as you see, Istanbul is a good shows as an example. Same buildings were made without technology in this way today, but inequality, it exists today. So I think technology was always around us, but it has a different quality today. Maybe it is only a development in my idea. We adapt something, but the basic is existing since a long time.
That is interesting. Yeah, actually, everybody has got different opinion about this, and surprisingly, everybody is right. Whether I mean, everybody is somehow correct and right to talk about. I mean, your definitions are really interesting. But the point is, of course, I'm not going to ask cliche questions. One of the questions that really matters to me is, could you please talk about how technology has changed in your lifetime? What kind of transitions or progress you have witnessed throughout your life so far?
Okay, I want to say something about something about technology. Without technology, especially women's life will be hard because
how can you clarify that?
Yeah, because before our mothers, grandmothers baked bread, yes, outside using, how to say it?
You mean manually, not by means of some technological devices, right? You mean they used to bake?
They bake their ourselves. Also, women do all house chores by their hand, and they also wash dresses or clothes by their hand. Also open. Okay. Also, when they clean it at home, they use a sweep. And didn't have the vacuum cleaner also. That's why I think without technology, especially women's life will be hard. Would be hard, I think so.
Challenging, right?
Challenging, yes. Currently, I think all women are free. That's why they want to study. They want to learn new something, and they enhance their education. Yeah, it's my opinion.
That's correct. That's correct. Of course, that's a very lovely example, so to speak. But I think Ali wanted to say something.
Yeah, teacher, technology is a part of our life in these days because we cannot do anything without technology in our workplace, in our house, in our life. When I think our pastime, when I was a child, for example, we would play in the garden with friends. But when I look at my son, for example, he cannot do anything without technology devices. He plays with tablets. He's watching television like that.
That's true.
You understand what I mean?
Of course,
Yeah.
totally.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, thank you. By the way, let's say hello to Atakan. Atakan, good to see you here. I thought today was your
Hello.
birthday, right? Happy birthday to you, man.
Not today, 2 days ago.
2 days ago it was.
3rd of June, yes. Thanks.
Awesome. Okay.
Happy
I didn't
birthday.
know.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Have a good evening, by the way.
Good evening, man. Good evening. Good to see you here. Yeah, what else, guys? Who wants to just clarify and add something else?
But you spoke about the development in our lifetime. So I will add something. As I started to work, I worked in a print shop. So as we started, we had the first time the really basement of computer. Now, like not today, it was very different today. When you see the result immediately, we were working with the computer with text lines. You didn't saw anything before. When you make like today Excel, it's the best example. I was using long lines and I never saw the result before the operator printed out. It was not I go to the printer like now, or I see the result on the screen. I got the information when the printer was printed and he showed me anything. So it was very difficult to this what happens nowadays. So I have really in my life the whole time the first scanner, the first option to use Photoshop like this elements makes nowadays everything really fast. I would say not always in a good way, because we have not the time to reflect, because everything goes so fast. Exactly. And nobody control. And that's the point. I love technology, really. I really love it. But I think sometimes technology is faster as our mind. We have next, but we as a human, we are not on the same level as our technology. We are a lot behind. So that is sometimes I see as a problem. It doesn't matter how old we are. It is for the young people the same. When the new phone comes out, you know how was the old working, but the new one you don't know to use. And so you are jumping always behind the new technology.
Interesting.
That's my opinion.
Really interesting perspective, let's say. A very interesting angle, so to speak. I like that. Thank you for clarification. Now, I think Mustafa raised his hands. You could finally deal with, clean your backgrounds.
Yes, I changed finally my background.
All right.
Technology has become part of my life.
Has become part of your life.
Yes.
Has become everybody's life.
Everybody, yes. Of course, especially last 10 years, we can say teacher. Also, last 20 years, almost everything
exactly
has changed with technology, internet, and computer. And also, this last 1 year about it, you can faster learn language with online, I think, teacher.
Okay.
You can practice again some platforms, as you know, the Cambly or another things. Again,
a good advertisement. Cambly is a
just I trying to make examples.
Of course, I'm joking. That's cool. Thank you. Of course, let's say hello to Dr. Elham. How are you? Good to see you again here.
Hello. Nice to see you again.
That's awesome.
Sorry I'm late.
That's okay. No problem. Of course, we talked about, we are just opening this topic a bit. Unfortunately, whatever we try to talk about is really deep. And
yes, so deep
topic. Things, but that's okay. Deeper better. Maybe Atakan can clarify or can add something. Go ahead.
I can say I agree to Alexandra, Mrs. Alexandra, because we are really jumping technology is really faster than our minds, because it's people working about it every day, every hours. Even we are sleeping. Technology is growing up
Absolutely.
so fastly, and this is the actually this is the new fact in the world, and we have to go with we used to it. We gotta used to this. It's
Okay.
absolute. If we can try to for the technology, we gonna wrong, because this
Mhm.
technology always be with us. We be with us. End of the world, I think.
Mhm, mhm.
I think maybe we can say technology is the new religion of the world.
New religion of the world. Interesting.
Yes, because
Interesting approach.
technology provides money, communication, transportation, everything, include
Mhm.
technology. I can say this.
Okay, cool. Interesting. All right. Maybe, Doctor, do you want to participate? I don't know. I don't want to make this conversation like a speaking club, like the teacher asks questions from students one by one. Whenever you feel okay, whenever you want to say something, just speak out. But in case maybe you want to just say something.
So I have to say that this is the content of the 21st century. And you have to know something about technology. You shouldn't be technology blind with that all.
Mhm.
And the technology has brought a lot of new and creative things to our life with the beginning of this century, and also with this pandemic, in this period of pandemic. And
Mhm.
without the technology, I think we couldn't survive.
Mhm.
And this is whatever I can say in this point.
Exactly.
But
That is totally right and correct. I always say we definitely need to adapt ourselves to the current situation, whatever it is. If we cannot adapt ourselves to the current situations, we're definitely going to fail and lose, I would say. Adaptation, right? Adaptation is the key. COVID-19 came, kind of outbreak, a terrible illness. So we cannot just sit and just wait to see the end. Maybe there is not going to be an kind of end. Maybe this COVID-19 will be a part of our life, maybe forever, like flu. So we cannot just be idle and immobile. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. We have to do something. We have to adapt ourselves to the current situation. I always say that because students are complaining about the online education. Teacher, we want face-to-face education. This is better, blah, blah, blah. But I always say, today we have face-to-face education. I reckon I visualize actually like after maybe in less than 10 or 20 years, I just imagine there will be no university or school. Everything will be just personalized at your own speed, at your own pace. You will continue your education. You will continue your studies or whatever. I would say so. Maybe we are not ready at the moment, but at least we can utilize equipments, the opportunities that we have at the moment. This is what I can tell to students that I constantly tell. But of course, it is not really sometimes possible for everybody, unfortunately. Still, we have some really deeper problems, even with internet sometimes. And I don't know what will happen, but
and it is very complex. I'm sorry to interrupt
no
you.
problem.
Technology, learning technology is very complex, sometimes very difficult. There are some things that you have to adopt them, and there are some things that you have to adapt them. And if you do not have the required skill to use them creatively, you just fail.
Exactly. So as technology progresses, we need to progress too. We need to improve ourselves. And
Sure.
I think that is not really difficult. I think people are not interested in learning or improving, and because complaining is really easy. At least I think it is easier than taking the action and just doing something. That's why people go to the easiest way. right? Complaining. Okay, I hate this. I hate online education, blah, 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 which is easy to say, right? Complaining is very easy rather than changing or finding a solution or resolution or whatever. Anyway, let's go to next one. There are a couple of really interesting questions. It says, is there a piece of technology that you really want that doesn't exist, like flying cars, teleportation? Do you want to talk about this? Let's just, how can I say, try to imagine and visualize.
Teacher, maybe I would say that I really want that doesn't exist, teleportation.
Why?
It would be so
time
difficult.
travel?
Somehow,
It would be so difficult our lives. For example, my manager is not here. He is in Istanbul, for example. He can come here easily.
Easily.
And yes, easily, and most probably people will not be able to trust each other. They can become everywhere whenever they want.
Uncontrollable people, right?
Yeah,
it would be a kind of chaos,
right.
chaotic situation. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Good point. Speaking of teleportation and time traveling, when I talked to Alexandra, because she's from Germany, she reminded me the TV series called Dark. Have you watched that?
Dark. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I read the book and I saw the series.
You read the book? There was a book? Really?
The book was amazing. The book was great. Yeah.
Great. Greater than the the production TV series.
It is a bit different. No, the book is different to the series. It's always the same. I think I have the PDF file, so maybe remind me. No, I have it in English.
In English. I see.
Maybe I can share it. I have to search. I mean, I have.
Possible.
I have, yes.
Whenever you have time, you can share that. Yeah, interesting. Anyway, you're right. Teleportation can be really chaotic. What else?
Yeah, also, teacher, teleportation can cause serious problem related to companies and workers. With teleportation, can do many things with less, how can I explain, less
effort.
Worker.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, less efforts.
But see the advance when you have the teleportation, maybe you need something immediately, you make sick and you have it. You have not to wait. It is just now here. It's good.
Yeah.
Come on. It's a good idea. Or you say, oh, come on, I have 5 minutes. I can meet somebody. Sick. I'm here. Hey, we go drink a coffee. Come on. I think teleportation is not really something which is really strange. I mean, for me, in my opinion, to speak with a hologram, when I know this person is not real, and I'm not sure this person is talking with a hologram to me, or is it a KA which is talking with me? So that would be strange for me when I'm not really sure you are talking with me. Like now I see you, I can think, okay, movement, speak, quality
so
is
natural.
You are. Yeah, it is natural. But when you have an IE and it's a hologram, and I think, hey, it's crazy when you know maybe this person is lying in the bed, IE is talking what he recorded before, and I don't know, is it real or not? I think that's scaring me.
Of course, so scary. So exactly. Teleportation, do you think that it is doable? I mean, is it possible?
Why not?
I don't think so, teacher.
Yes.
How do you know that?
I don't
say
think
why
so.
not? You say you actually, I think you want to see it, to experience it, but I asked the question like, is it possible? Do you think that teleportation will happen in the future? Really?
I give you an example. I don't know if you know. It gives in a book from the end of the 19th century. It gives a book. There is a draw inside about a computer. It was one of the first science fictions written by somebody, and he drew something what happens or exist nowadays. We have it. We have computer. We have everything. But in this time, it was the beginning of the industrial way. So nobody was knowing it gives a computer. But this author was thinking, hey, in the future, maybe we could have a computer. We have a system who's thinking for us, who do the work for us. It was end of the 19th century. So why could not exist teleportation? You saw Star Trek. You saw a lot of science fiction in the last years. What happens now? We have watch who can see how is your heartbeat and so on. But it was 20 years before in the movies, and we didn't saw it will really existing. No, I'm sure. No, it will not happen. We have.
I see. I don't know. I am not the expert here. We're just basically talking. What else?
Teacher, I think it is so difficult in a biological way. You cannot
deintegrate.
You cannot assemble your organs together again.
I heard that actually.
So, yeah, it is so difficult. Maybe hologram can be possible.
Feasible, yeah.
But teleportation, I don't think so. Yeah.
There was a theorist in America. His name was Dr. I don't know whether maybe I mispronounced his name, Michio Kaku or Kaku, something like that. Have you ever heard of his name? He's really great. I mean, really knowledgeable person. He said
white hair, right?
Yeah, white hair, like he looks like Chinese people, right? Chinese American, I think. And he said that it is not possible, really. If I find that video, I will definitely share that on WhatsApp group. So he said that it is not possible because if you teleport, let's say, we are not just talking about the time, we are just talking about every single biological element, cells, molecules, everything should completely disappear and appear exactly like 100% in this, I mean, with the same shape, with the same, element, everything. He said that it is not possible. The only thing that science could do is internet, like data. Yeah, data, actually, right now, it is teleporting, right? I say something, you receive that, you say something, I receive that. It is possible. But for humanity...
Teacher, if I see teleportation in my life, I will think that the end of the world came.
I see, exactly. I mean, that is going to be really mind-boggling, so to speak.
Maybe for Turkish people, transportation can be great because we can travel everywhere without visa.
Yeah, that's cool. Exactly. Nice point. I don't know. We are just talking. We are not saving the world, and this topic is really deep.
Yeah, but and also time is not enough for discuss this topic. Only 40 minutes.
That's true.
It's not possible. It is not enough.
It is not enough. Okay.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you for joining, guys. In that case, we can continue next time then, right?
Yeah. Yes. Why not? Thank you so much, teacher.
My pleasure. Okay, we have less than a minute. I have to say goodbye to you. Take care of yourselves and see you next time.
See you, teacher. Thank you for your...
See you.
Next time.
Good night, everyone.
My pleasure. Take care of yourselves.
Bye-bye.